You've been cleared to enter the sweet waves of smooth jazz, Steam 48.7. I'm your host, Sensei-pong. Sit back and relax with Starcraft 2, the visual novel. Oh yeah. And hello, my name is Sensei-pong. Welcome back to another Pong Plays visual novel month 2015. This is SC2VN, the Starcraft 2 visual novel. It's a fan-made visual novel available free on Steam, and it's probably available free elsewhere. Maybe good GOG, I don't know. Let's name drop some sites here. just look it up, it's free. If you're paying for it, you shouldn't be. I don't think... You're on the wrong side if you're paying for it. I haven't played this. It's supposed to be really good. It's based off the professional gaming esports scene, so we'll see how it goes. We'll see. I don't know. Sit back and relax. To smooth jazz. SC2VN is a visual novel about StarCraft in South Korea and the people who play it. If you're new to the esports or StarCraft, you can watch a short, voice-acted scene that will introduce you to the professional StarCraft. Or you can watch the scene later in the extras menu and get right into the action. You know what? Let's learn more about StarCraft. I actually have played StarCraft. Not a whole lot, but I do love RTS games. And these are how they look. They've got squiggly eyes. That was cute. Oh.
Oh, I so glum, dude. What's up? Well, I want to play this super neat new game. It's called SC2VN. But I don't know that much about StarCraft. I'm afraid a bunch of stuff is just gonna go over my head. Oh, don't get down on yourself, Timmy. How about I help you out on some background info? That way you won't feel so lost.
Oh man, I don't regret watching this.
Really? Thanks, Day9. You're the best.
Oh gosh.
No problem, Timmy. So, what would you like to do?
Everything.
What were the earliest days of StarCraft like in Korea?
They played muds.
Oh, you mean the days when players dressed up in spacesuits and played in tiny studios with fog machines? Oh, that sounds so Hold on, we're getting a little ahead of ourselves. Don't tell you what StarCraft actually is.
No.
Please don't know they're not that bad. What kind of person downloads visual novels about StarCraft without knowing that it's a popular real-time strategy game made by Blizzard? Well, Timmy, on the off chance that this is a recording designed for complete newbies to eavesdrop upon, how about I go over a few basics?
Okay.
Fine. Like you
Gosh.
said, Tim, StarCraft is a highly competitive game. Rather than the black and white chess pieces, players choose between 3 different races, each with its own advantages and playstyles.
I really am actually sitting back and relaxing and drinking a cup of coffee while I listen to this smooth jazz.
The scrappy, efficient Terran, or the swarmy, insect-like Zerg. For 15 years, StarCraft has been played professionally in South Korea.
Which I always thought was funny, the evil Emperor Zerg.
Wow, really? You mean people can play video games for a living? That's
What?
right, Timmy. Corporate sponsors fund teams for millions of dollars, just like any other sport. The players compete on televised tournaments for cash prizes in events known as Star Leagues. Esports is the real deal. People
Oh,
actually tune into the tournaments? They watch StarCraft on TV? I can't believe it. Believe it, Timmy. Those television broadcasts help expose StarCraft to non-gamers, and fans began to follow esports not only because they played the game themselves, but because they could get invested in the players personalities, rivalries, the storylines. Oh, I guess that makes sense. So, esports became popular
Yeah.
in Korea in the early 2000s. What was happening everywhere else in the world?
I can't get over Timmy's voice.
Starcraft was certainly successful in the West, with a ton of great competitors existing from all over the world.
Day 9 sounds like a regular dude.
Didn't really catch on as a televised esport anywhere else.
But, gosh,
As a
Timmy!
result, Korean players with their professional training and their televised tournaments were head and shoulders above everyone else.
Day 9 sounds like a regular dude, but Timmy sounds like an absolute nerd. Even though he doesn't know much about StarCraft. It's not saying StarCraft, you have to be a nerd to know StarCraft, I'm just saying. Gosh.
Wasn't everyone on an even playing field when StarCraft 2 came out? Well, at first, yeah, but you have to remember that Korea already had an infrastructure for televised esports. They simply rolled that same regimented practice schedule over to StarCraft 2. And even though everyone started the same quickly, Korea learned to play StarCraft
I'm not really listening to any of this, but you can read it and pause if you really want
Pretty
to.
much what it sounds like. A team house is both living quarters and a practice environment. Coaches and managers have structured the daily schedule and naturally practice partners in a way that's more productive to you. And because everyone lives together, talking
Oh, whoops.
strategy it's pretty much unanimously agreed upon that Korea is the place to be to get Starcraft.
Delicious coffee.
As a result, Western pros head abroad to train or boot camp pretty regularly.
Druby to Korea.
Wow, I feel so enlightened. All of this knowledge.
All of this power.
Service to me. Anything else I can assist with? Yeah, I think that covers everything, Mr. Nine. Now I can read SC2VN without Googling every 5 minutes. Thanks for helping me out. I super duper appreciate it.
I thought he was actually going to cover aspects of the game.
Anyways, I'll see you
Well,
later.
maybe
Thanks
not.
again.
It's not really about the
Good
game.
luck
It's
to
about the
me.
players.
Try not to get the bad ending.
What? Oh no. Not the bad ending. I wonder if people die in this. These pictures are a little creepy. In SC2VN, you select the gender of the main character. Mach. Okay. The choice will mostly impact how he or she appears. The story differences are minor. Now select the main character. Well, I suppose I will be a boy because you don't want to be hearing a girl's voice like, "Yo, baby, what's up?" You know, it's whatever. Begin the story as a male main character? Sure. Yes, I want to play as a male main character. Let us begin. Oh, the smooth shaft's faded. Oh, what? There's a certain feeling that every StarCraft player gets before they lose. Oh. Most try to ignore it at first, as if the inevitable was just another challenge to fight through. Like the past mistakes don't count if they just try a little bit harder. Oh, it's a natural thing to believe otherwise contradicts the hours we spend practicing. Still, every player must eventually come to terms with the defeat. Which reminds me, this was one of the... You're probably annoyed at this point, being like, damn it, Pong. You're going on a tangent again, but... it was like top 10 worst jobs in the world. One of them was like one of those like game mill farmers on MMOs in like China. It sounds absolutely horrible. Like there'd be like 500 people all crammed into an office, all playing WoW and working like hacks and bugs or gold farming and selling it. But whatever. Still, every player must eventually counter the terms of defeat. They have to queue up another game, or maybe that they flew across the world for nothing. I haven't met many players that can take a loss in stride. It's painful. It's permanent. It's proof that your best isn't always enough. Oh, long after my elimination, I remain at the PC with a blank look in my eye. Click shoot from my fingers and I leap from page to page. A tournament update mentions my defeat in passing, but no one acknowledges it. When my frustration fades, I am left only with guilt. Well, bad ending. No, I should have practiced harder. I consider sticking around to watch the final few games, but the knot in my stomach persuades to avoid any more stress. People are nice enough to a foreigner with the heart to attempt a Star League qualifier. But without a win, I'm just one more in a long line of losers. Oh. Hundreds spend their best years chasing the esports dream. 1 in 50 makes it. Well, that's not that bad of odds. I'm just saying. 1 in 50 for any kind of professionally competitive sport or whatever you want to call it. Some people will say, I'm only saying that because some people, you're going to get some sports fans who are like, this isn't a real sport, and you're going to, this is getting really loud. What the fudge? You're going to get some sports fans who are like, this isn't a real sport, and then you're going to get the people that are really, key on it and know the training that goes involved and the skill, and they're like, oh no, this is a complete sport. So I'm going to be careful with that. I have no qualms either way. I'm whatever. Every game of Starcraft begins the same. I hope this isn't too loud. What the fudge? Gather resources. I'm gonna get closer to the mic. Train a worker. Construct a building. Rally an army. Defend the base. Contest the map. Turn something small into something more. Well, there's my problem with RTS games. Damn. The game is punishing, it's stressful, it's draining, it builds you up and tears you down. I'm having flashbacks of Age of Empires. It's not for everyone, it might not even be for me. This is why I'm really good at Civilization. You can actually take your time and be like, it's more like chess. How many more chances am I gonna get? What? Was that my last? Oh, the feeling is back. Why am I still trying? Why can't I quit? It's like crack. No, my fist rattles the desk and sends a plastic bottle onto the floor. With my chin in hand, I throw myself into the match replay. I force down open menu, escape or R click to check the glossary. Oh. Okay. Losing a throwaway ladder game shouldn't bother a player of my rank. I know what a ladder is, but I'm not that stupid on sports. But let's check this glossary out. This is actually kind of cool. Oh, whatever. It just adds things. Let's see what it says. Shorthand on online ranked play. Ranked from the lowest to highest. The leagues in Starcraft 2 are bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, master, and grandmasters, and order the top region, blah blah blah. Whatever. Let's save data here. Let's save the data here. It's you know me with my little OCD and like being all worried about losing footage. There we go. Return. Take up all of them files. Where was I? Oh, I hit the enter button. That makes sense. Scout to dial and my poor control of my final fight gave my opponent the edge. In retrospect, my mistakes seem obvious. I toy. Oh man, I'm tired of my mind's going in dirty places. With the conclusion that he was hacking before realizing that I'm just making excuses. No, I should have been able to win that one. Despite the Grandmaster badge next to my handle. It's not dirty in any way, but my mind is making it. I found myself too anxious to queue up for another game. The loss at the Victory Star League qualifier earlier today isn't helping my mind. Okay, I'm not trying to like offend any StarCraft player that's suddenly getting really into this. Because I love the game and I love RTS games, and it's funny, I haven't actually played any RTS games on my channel yet. I really should. I should start a Civilization series. Maybe. I don't know. I just don't see that being a very good Let's Play. I come because as I comb my tiny room, it'll look restless and unmotivated. Sitting alone in a dark room. Yet again, I play text adventures, so obviously I don't know what means a good gameplay. But this one's one of those kind of things you can sit back and just listen to. Sitting alone in a dark room, listening to Pong for extended periods of time, and is incredibly depressing. Never mind. Forget I threw in sitting alone listening to Pong is incredibly depressing. That's not fact. That's not a fact. I learned only when it became a significant part of my life. Only one thing is certain. I've got to get out of here. Let me drink the rest of my coffee here. I'm trying to go to apartments. Door is locked. I hustle down the stairs and onto the sidewalk. Light grows with each step towards this shining skyline. These pictures are really well drawn. I like the skyline. The city skyline. Catchy pop beats and posters of flawless models dominates street after street. In South Korea, the first thing that popped up in my head was Gangnam Style. Foot traffic is thick and impatient. Seoul Tower stands tall from a distant hilltop. But even the lingering excitement of life in a faraway place can't dredge me out of my hopelessness. Sometimes, especially on days like this, I regret pursuing esports. It's a thought I've had more times than I'd care to admit since coming to South Korea. Even saying that, I know that I can't keep myself from competing. It's in my nature, and truth be told, this damn game is the only thing I'm good at. Oh, what is Starcraft? Someone respond to that with an explanation on the game, its game mechanics, or its storyline. There are other popular answers too. That requires the dexterity of a pianist alongside the strategic thinking of a chess player. Maybe that's what StarCraft is to most people, but to the hundreds who carve out a living on it, StarCraft isn't such a simple thing. It's the embodiment of competition, a perfect playing field. No need for athletic genes, rabid parents, tooting tutors, or expensive summer camps. You pick up the game on your own. You learn, you improve, you work. If you're good enough, you become a god. And if you fail, you stay a nobody. I'm not building towards a long-term career. I'm friendless in a foreign country. I'm respected by no one. If I don't qualify for the VSL next month, I'll be back home at square one. I'll be nothing. But hey, at least I play video games all day. Or you could start a YouTube channel and give out StarCraft tips. I'm sure there's somebody out there that would watch it. Are you I should give out like really bad pointers on StarCraft. Are you completely sure you haven't forgotten anything? Oh, it's Mom. Do you have enough money on the cab when you land? Are you sure that your apartment got your... that the apartment got your money? Is your cell phone charged? You brought an extra charger, right? Mom, I'm fine. Please, nothing bad is going to happen. Remember, there won't be anyone to do your laundry, cook your meals, or wake you when you oversleep. Budget well, and you'll have 2 months. I won't hear anything about a loan for the flight home. It takes effort to keep a frown away from my face. I'm certain that my parents came to see me off only so that they could say they did. Only so they could say they did. I've already sunk the entirety of my savings into this. Now isn't the time for second thoughts. My dad gestures toward the security line and taps his watch twice. Go on, the sooner this is over, the better. Oh, come back in one piece, hon. Nothing comes when I think of how to respond, so I only nod. Without another word, my parents walk away. Anger. He has to make his own mistakes. Oh. I tighten my fist, pace quickening. Even though I want to prove everyone who's doubted me wrong, I'm tired of losing for no one's sake but my own. With the sun long set, overhead signs would wash the streets in color. I've wandered so far that a walk back to my apartment would take almost half-hour. My renewed drive to practice my craft, my Starcraft, drives my search for a place to play. It's not long before I see the words I'm looking for. PC Bang! You probably shouldn't want to go in that bar. The amount of foot traffic suggests it's a pretty popular internet cafe. A sign, oh, okay, whatever. A sign on the front window reads, Golden Zone Fire. Though I've only visited them a few times, PC Bangs are one of the things that interested me most about Korea when I first got into StarCraft. Duking. I was like, they misspelled ducking. And I didn't read the rest of the sentence, so whatever. Duking it out for champion status of a neighborhood cafe is old school cool, like the type of western where a sheriff defends his turf against upstarts and outlaws. It's an ideal that's a little bit dated these days. Most StarCraft 2 competitions take place either online or in broadcast studios. I'll admit I've daydreamed of being born a decade earlier and playing the original esport, Brood War, during its rise alongside the PC Bang. A better time, or do they say, online. On the line. I trundled up the stairs and passed through the doorway and immediately struck by the size of the place. There has to be at least 80 computers. That doesn't look comfortable in any way. That can't be nice. The crowd is too large for an ordinary evening. There are more people there than there are PCs even. I'm taking a look at all the screens and everyone's playing Candy Crush. I indulge my curiosity on the first person I see, a dark-haired guy observing a match of SC2 from behind someone's shoulder. And with that, I think you're going to have to wait until next time here on Sensei-pong for StarCraft 2, the visual novel. Am I still trying? Why can't I quit? It's like crack. No.